Faithful. We're here Thursday morning, joined by podcasters Brook and Marc. Welcome. They're from the morning shift. NFL dropped some huge news this morning. The 49ers are officially headed down under. They'll be in Melbourne, playing at the iconic Melbourne Cricket Stadium. And here to help us react to this news are Brook and Marc. You guys, what does this mean for everyone who are fans of the NFL down under?
This is huge for us.
Yeah.
Now, our first tip we're going to say, it's called the MCG. We make it really nice and small, so we don't even have to give it the whole name. So
MCG.
Yeah, you'll save so much time.
Yeah,
You'll be
MCG.
here like, oh, thank God I'm doing this now.
That's your first tip, but this is awesome because we've been fans of the game down under for a very, very long time, but this is the first time we actually get to be close to a Christian McCaffrey. Like, we can actually see them in the flesh. You know, Brock Purdy walking past, George Kittle's like, this is an exciting time for us because these players aren't just these gods that we watch on the screen. They become people who we can look at, we can smell, if you're into smelling the players.
Can smell?
You can not taste.
Let's not
see
do
them.
that one.
No, yeah.
What other scenes do we have?
What other
So
scenes?
cool.
But this is what it means. It's super cool, and I know that there are so many 49ers fans.
That's the thing, There's so many 49ers fans down there. I just don't, maybe it's like the West Coast and it's a similar vibe down there, but New Zealand and Australia have so many. And like, MCG is huge.
Humongous.
It's 100,000.
Wow.
103, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like 103,000. So it's a big stadium, you know? And I think they had like 120,000 people just interested to be like, how do we get tickets? So like before the 49ers were even announced, they already had that momentum. So it's going to be like the most amazing thing and you don't want to miss it.
And now that the 49ers are announced, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people down under wanting to go, right?
Absolutely.
What was your first initial reaction when you heard the news this morning? I know it was kind of under wraps, and then you're invited to be on 49ers podcast, and now here we are talking about it. What's the initial reaction to that?
I was stoked because I don't want to come on here and be like, well, I just have to tell my truth. I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. But I'm a Raiders fan, but
Did you buy a 49ers
Hold
hoodie?
on, I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But I was upstairs. I know everyone's like, shut up, Brook. I was upstairs before, and they had this amazing bomber jacket, and it was a 49ers bomber jacket. And like, I know I shouldn't have got it. I know that like, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I spent the money and I bought it. So I have this 49ers jacket that I can now wear twice. So I can wear it to the Super Bowl, and I can wear it to the MCG. So I'm stoked.
I love that.
I'm stoked for that alone.
I love it.
That's a great place to show that overseas fans don't necessarily come from the area, so they don't have a lot tying them to the actual franchises themselves.
Right.
So there is a bit of skipping. There's a lot of player following, and in some cases, it's whatever color looks best.
It was nice. You've seen it though, The red one was
red is great, right? You can't go wrong with red.
It was a scream of my name.
I think the thing that hit me straight away was like the 49ers play is an awesome team.
Yeah.
So like the players. I own a couple of the players in my franchises for my fantasy. So
let's go.
Well, I got to go get CMC this year.
That's it. So I think that was my biggest reaction. It's like, thank the gods we get to see a really awesome team down under in Melbourne.
And it's a divisional, matchup. You're playing the Rams, so it's
going
to be a phenomenal game that we have here. So you kind of mentioned earlier, you're used to seeing these players and these guys through the lens. You're going to be able to actually see them in person. For fans that maybe aren't as adverse in the NFL down under, what is this going to mean to like open up that world to them?
I think this is an essential part, and at the risk of mentioning the foul, opposition, the NBA's done a really good job of actually diversifying, and they've got global players. Now, the NFL doesn't really need a lot of talent from overseas. Sure, there are some pathways and how to get into the NFL from if you're a rugby player back home or a rugby league player. We've got lots of good athletes, but actually having the teams down under, seeing them in person, it gives you that more tangible feel. Like this sport is actually really a sport. It's being played in front of us now, and just having the chance to be around these professionals, it just takes it to a whole nother level, and I think that'll build the engagement. Like, it's been needing to happen for a while. There's been so many fans down under, and now they get a chance not only to see a game of football, but between two really good teams.
Well, I think it's amazing too because we've seen Jordan Mailata kind of just come from Australia and just open up so many doors, and we were with him earlier today, and like the camera crew that are following him around, but we have a million Jordan Mailatas. But we just, so I think it's truly like a treasure chest that hasn't been opened yet, and maybe scouts get down there or get to see some of these kids, and then before you know, we have 4, 5, 6 Jordan Mailatas playing in the league. Like, I think it can open so many doors like that and change so many families' lives.
Like American Samoa, the American Samoans have knocked on the door. Like the actual Samoan, Western Samoa, Tongans, Māori, like that.
We've got some good ones out there.
Down under, physical, big players who now get a chance to see it in the flesh.
And from a young age. So it's super exciting.
Super exciting. I mean, you guys talk about your rugby players and guys that also, made that transition in the NFL. We got some kickers, punters.
Yeah.
What is that transition like, and how do people talk about football in that sense, the NFL in that sense, if they're a rugby player? Do you see a lot of that happening?
Well, the rugby players love, this is kind of just like the easy one, is like our All Blacks love the NFL. Like our rugby league teams love the NFL. We all play fantasy. So it's kind of like when you see our gladiators or our Titans, as in like the All Blacks or the rugby players, enjoying the NFL, you kind of like just jump on the back of their coattails and enjoy it too, So you don't really get to see them be fans of things, and they're fans of the NFL. So it's kind of cool to follow in that aspect.
Yeah.
At the risk of sounding like I'm more important than I am, I have had the opportunity to play both.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Big guy right here.
Tom Brady, didn't I tell you that?
Tom Brady of Australia and New Zealand.
I may or may not have picked up the MVP of the league in my rookie year, but that's neither here nor there. It's a terrible league.
To get rookie and MVP is a terrible league.
It's a terrible league down under. But what I can tell you is the physicality is so much more physical in American football. Like, it brings, when you put a whole lot of ex-rugby league players, ex-rugby union players, and just aggressive people in general in helmets and pads, they just throw yourself, you just get hit at a whole nother level. So the idea behind having these pathways where our athletes actually have a tangible way of getting to the NFL, having games played in front, there's a real chance now that the opportunity for New Zealanders, Australians, Island, Pacifica players to actually get to the NFL and make a real impact on a league that I don't think, like, in all honesty, I don't think the NFL is ready for.
I don't think we are
either. The
either.
type of players down under, they are not ready.
Cool.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the Haka,
the
big dance,
Yeah.
I mean,
Brooks
maybe
gonna do
we're
one
gonna
now.
start. Yeah, all right, let's see it.
Your
best Haka.
It's you voice a little,
little
croaky this morning.
Okay.
And, I didn't quite do my push-ups this morning. You have to take your top off,
Okay.
it's like
it's
that.
a big deal.
It's a big deal.
For those viewers who don't know what that is, can you guys kind of give the cultural background of what that means to you guys?
I guess on that side of the world are lucky enough to have things that really represent us. And the Haka is one of them. It's a war dance that we do before games. You learn it at your high schools. Like, everyone would know the one that the All Blacks do. Like, it's a really big part of our culture, and it's such a beautiful identifier around the world of people be like, you do the, like, there's just something in that, and we're really proud of kind of, that's our thing, and we hold it with really closely and gently to our hearts.
Yeah, for us, like, this is a little history lesson, but New Zealand was one of the few colonized places that didn't get fully colonized. So the Māori people of New Zealand managed to hold the Europeans back, and they ended up signing what was called the Treaty of Waitangi, which is actually a big day for us right now. Back home, it's Waitangi Day, where we celebrate this treaty being signed. Yeah.
Which I would imagine is like Independence or 4th of July. It would be like 4th of July for us back home.
But imagine that those who came to colonize couldn't quite overrun the natives who were there already, so they had to work out a way of trying to live together, and that's why the ferociousness, or the haka, where people see it, it is considered a dance, but mostly it's a challenge, it's a whittle, it's a sign of respect. So whenever you see the haka, it means that I've seen you, I respect you enough to challenge you in this way, and then you accept that challenge and bring it back.
That was a good one. I love that.
So it's a real pride thing for us.
Yeah, and do you see that happening at sport events a lot, because it's kind of that respect for the opponent?
We're so used to it. Like, in every single game of rugby, especially international, if you're taking on New Zealand, you're going to see a haka. Samoa, you're going to see the sivatau.
And there's millions of hakas.
Yeah.
I know like 5. But there's like, man, there'll be over 1,000 different hakas, and only certain people do certain ones. And
Hawaii, you guys will see the Hawaiians.
Yeah,
they have
and they're all slightly different depending what island you're from. So Samoa's is different to Tonga's, and Tonga's is different to ours, and ours is different to the Cook Islands. Like, they're all similar, but slightly different.
They all have the same kind of moral behind them. It's like we we see a challenge here.
Yeah.
We respect you, and that's laying down the challenge, and then we get it on.
History lesson for you today.
I know, we got a whole history lesson
went there with
here.
that one,
But if you're going to go down under, you better know what to expect,
That's
right?
right.
You're going to see this crazy, super awesome dance. You'll be like, what's going on?
Yeah,
now
exactly.
you'll know. Now you'll be educated.
Now you know.
We talked about players briefly. We touched on CMC a little bit. Who are some of those players that have gone overseas and some of those fandoms have been brought to Australia and New Zealand?
But I mean, we think about players, especially for the 49ers. There's a mass amount of respect for the likes of Jerry Rice. Like he's actually, speaking of legends, I had a chance to talk to one of the legends, being Steve. I've forgotten his name, the coach of the AFC team, Steve Young. He was there. He was on the sideline, and I was about to have a chat with him, and our camera guy was. He goes, Steve was like, hey, I've got to go coach. And I was like, oh, can I just grab a quick word? I'm from New Zealand. He was like, really nice. And he was like, absolutely. I'll give you 1 minute. I do have to go there. And I was like, cool. And I was looking around for my cameraman. Meanwhile, Jordan had our cameraman, and he was interviewing a cheerleader over the side. And I was like, my once-in-a-lifetime chance to talk to Steve. And I was like...
Legend. 49ers legend right there, yeah.
And I just looked. I was like, you know what, Steve? You go ahead and coach. I'll just... So
it was the first thing Jordan had done that week. He was trying to get on the board.
Yep.
And he just shot his shot. Wrong time.
Of all things too, it was the Rams cheerleader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even worse.
Wow. Anyways, Steve Young is great. I love that. You guys have the 49ers legend. We're coming up on our 80th season this next season. So the legends are going to be a huge part of our story, and they are a huge part of our story.
We actually spoke with George Kittle.
He was awesome. He will be a legend, 100%.
100%. He was awesome. And the feedback that we got from, I guess, like our audience back home was like, oh my God, you guys caught Jerry. Like George Kittle, like, He was a big one for us, and honestly, he was amazing too.
He's the best.
He gave so much love. He gave so much time, and just kind of like felt like he was there in that moment. He was really cool.
Yep.
So I got a lot of time for him too.
That's what I mean by like when this was announced, the 49ers were coming down under, and with all due respect to the fan base, you guys have got a cool team. Like it is a super cool team.
You do.
It's a really good team too, which is a bonus. But
we're so glad that you guys are in the Super Bowl. We were like, we were right there with you guys. Hoping that you guys will be here in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 100%. Super cool that we're still able to host that at our home stadium, at Levi's Stadium. Now, what can fans expect actually going to Melbourne? What is that city like? What can they expect coming to that city?
Forgive us, Melbourne, if we get this wrong, but we've been a few times. Melbourne, great coffee.
Coffee.
Incredible coffee. And I'm from Wellington, so I'm a coffee snob. Like, I'm a connoisseur. Melbourne, great coffee, great food. Go to Chapel Street. Great food down there. Italian spots, Mexican spots. They'll rival you with that. It's a little cold there.
Colder.
It can get a little chilly.
Yes, it is,
So I know you think maybe you go to Australia, it's always sunshine.
It's further from the equator.
Come on now, talk about it. So you can dress up with that, you know. You can layer, you know, and you can look kind of good.
Jacket,
yeah, you need your.
I got my jacket that I need, but I got to wear the hoodie underneath, you know, so you can layer it up. But overall, it's a cool city. It's a really eclectic city in my view, and I would probably live there if I moved to Australia. There or the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I think you'll be surprised at just how similar San Francisco is to
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
A little bit.
If you drew the two cities together and you were going to Australia, you'd go Sydney's kind of more like New York, kind of busy hustle bustle, but Melbourne does have that San Francisco feel to it. Yeah. Cool culture, plenty of arts, like they sit in the moment kind of feel, not rushing to get to the next place. So
heaps to do. It's a sporting town.
You know what? Don't even worry about coming down though, 49ers fans, because the ticket's going to sell out.
Oh,
all of New Zealand's coming over. It's going to be a huge day.
Everyone's going to be there.
No, we need you guys there. I've seen the fan base.
Yes,
I want to see you guys there too.
Baseball is the best fan base you can have at a
This
sporting
is our one
event.
chance to get to one of your games. Please don't buy more tickets.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us
on
our Saloon podcast today. The faithful, I know, definitely appreciate this. I appreciate this. Love all the insight. A little history lesson there.
We'll see you in Melbourne.
See you guys in Melbourne.
And first, before we go, thank you guys so much for having us in your city. We have had the best time. It has been absolutely beautiful.
Wait, hold on.
And we've also got a gift for you.
Oh, we got a gift.
Sorry.
Is this a New Zealand, Australian?
This is a New Zealand chocolate. So we came in here. Is it Ghirardelli?
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
So we Ghirardelli Square in San Francisco.
So we brought some chocolate over to them as well. You have to try. So this is New Zealand chocolate.
What?
And you can offend us. Like, honestly, you can offend us.
It's fully like a massive bag, unwrapped.
Do you know how much you have to...
How many hands have been in here?
No.
It's first one, obviously. Yeah.
All right. Do I need to rate it? I'll rate it.
Yeah, please, out of 10. You know what? I don't want you to do it by yourself. Cheers.
You do. Cheers.
Cheers.
I got chewing gum. I can't.
There you go. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet, eh?
Wait, it's not too sweet. It's not overpowering.
Yeah.
And I
All
wanna
right.
put
We're
words in
really
your
proud of that.
You should be
Yeah,
proud.
thank
I
you.
give it a 9.8 out of 10.
mouth. 9.8, that's the highest
Pretty
yet.
good.
Someone said 8.5.
I think if I ate it in Australia or New Zealand, it'd be a 10.
It gets better.
But just
Trust
that I'm
me.
here, 9.8.
With that flight over, kind of changes it around. But you know how proud of your chocolate you have to be to bring it over
That's
and try
very
and sell it to
true.
people? We're proud of this right here.
You guys can look to get some of that when you're in Melbourne
Yes.
for the 49ers Rams game in week 1. Guys, I hope to see you guys all there.
Let's push.